Growing food is not merely a process. It's a profound aspect of our humanity. We went from being nomadic hunter-gatherers to establishing permanent settlements and farming. Growing up in Mississippi, my grandparents grew vegetables and shared them with others. I saw how this positively impacted our community and how a seemingly simple act can bring people together, cultivating community bonds. Our current food production system is a stark reminder of how broken our relationship with food has become. Consider this. The average fruit or vegetable travels an astonishing 1,500 miles before it reaches our plate, losing up to 75% of essential nutrients during this process. This distance epitomizes the disconnect between us and our food. Distance isn't the only barrier. In most cases, even those who help grow the food face limited access due to affordability, while that same food is being shipped across the country, losing quality while gaining in market value. The untimely deaths of a childhood friend and my brother-in-law from heart attacks made me realize the importance of caring for our health and well-being. Getting that phone call at 3 a.m. made it real for me. Hearing that I won't see a family member again gave me a sense of urgency. My sister telling me she's about to wake my niece and nephew to break the news to them. This sent a direct message to me and let me know that I can't wait for someone else to change the situation. I had to be the change. I was designing cars at the time, but this life-changing, family-shaking event made me question my purpose and what I wanted to create as a designer. It also highlighted the impact our surroundings can have on our health and wellness, especially for socioeconomically or otherwise marginalized groups. Significant segments of Black and brown communities across the country have limited to no access to fresh food, leading to what we call food apartheid. If food is medicine, access to healthy food is the start of access to health care. Thank you. A study revealed that in areas around the world known as blue zones, where people thrive living 100 plus years, food is grown within a 10-mile radius of where they live. Let's think about that for a second. If our food loses 75% of essential nutrients 7 days after harvest, and it takes an average of 10 days to get to us, this means the average American rarely, if ever, has a fully nutritious meal. As a designer, I'm constantly seeking connections between things. And I find that one of the most important connections we can make is with the food we eat. While researching areas with limited access to fresh food in South LA, I found common themes being played out from neighborhood to neighborhood that amounted to barriers to health. My grandparents owned their land, which gave us a sense of self-sufficiency. Because even though we didn't have much, we always had fresh vegetables and a nutritious meal. However, with increasing urbanization, finding space to grow has become a challenge, leading to a loss of growing knowledge. And our connection with our neighbors is often superficial at best. We have the power to transform the landscape for the better. It's on us, not an industry, not a company, not the current systems we have in place, but us. It's within our power to change our health outcomes. And we can start right where we are. How can one person affect change? It starts with a simple yet profound act: reconnecting with your food. I went from having nutritious meals daily during my childhood to living in more urbanized settings with no local fresh food source as an adult. The further I moved away from homegrown food, the more my body craved nutrition, a reconnecting with my food. I started to take control of my health. Now I wake up early by choice to grow, to meditate, to work out, to care for my well-being. This has a positive influence on my family, community, and the work I do. Reconnecting with your food means more than knowing where it comes from. It's about creating a first-person relationship with it. This extends beyond the plate, bringing a profound connection with our bodies, our health, and our environment. We've lost too many people far too young. We can't afford to keep losing communities of people due to lack of access to nutritious food. Understanding the journey our food takes is an important first step in this process, and it fosters a newfound appreciation for its nourishment and the effort it takes to produce it. We can begin to change our health and the health of the environment, and technology can help in this process. It's time for us to reimagine food production. We can draw inspiration from blue zones. I mentioned blue zones not to put them on a pedestal as an unreachable ideal, but to say that this is the way we've lived for thousands of years, close to our source of food. Blue zones serve as an example of our natural way of being. Imagine this, your food traveling 15 feet instead of 1,500 miles. Is it funny? Imagine seeing your food grow daily. The magic of seeing things around us grow, it does something to us, reconnects us with ourselves. We're on the brink of the next agricultural revolution, where food can be grown on rooftops, in our communities, and even in our homes using hydroponic and conventional methods. I urge each of you to ask yourselves, what is my 15 feet? What small, meaningful change can I make to reconnect with my food, health, and environment? Let's embrace the power of this question and embark on a journey toward a more connected and nourished planet. Thank you.